Okay, so I have told most people about this. I've told like basically everyone I know on Facebook and Instagram. And so I decided to tell you guys. So a few of you, because I know a couple of my friends follow me, a few of you know this. And there are some of you out there that don't know me, and I don't know you, which is fine. We will get to know each other. So, I wanted to make this video. I'm sorry. So nervous. Anyways, so I did a thing. I wrote a book. Yeah. I wrote a book, and this is all I've done with it so far. But, yeah, I just bound it up so that my mom could read it. She hasn't yet, by the way. But, I wrote a young adult fiction coming-of-age story. I have so many feelings about this, too. So many. One, I've always written. I've always loved writing, and I've always loved telling stories. And, like, I would write... one of my very first short stories that I, like, loved, and I wrote during one of my night classes in college. But I loved it, and it was about, a guy I really liked at the time, and it, yeah, it was really cute and sweet, and I liked it. But, and my roommate at the time, she read it, and that just kind of sparked it to where it was like, oh, I want to write more. I want to write a real story. And I tried before to write stories when I was younger, and there are a couple fanfics that I will gladly forget I ever touched. So, there were a couple of those kind of things, but it wasn't until my gap year. I took a gap year between college and graduate school just because I needed a break, and I was lazy and didn't get things in on time. But... But anyways, during that time, I got inspired by my lake house, and this whole story just kind of like came together in my mind. And one night I'm at our lake house, and I just wrote out the first chapter, and it just kept going. And then I would tell my friend Marie about it, and it created this thing, and we became our own, like, little writing community to where she was writing and I was writing, and and we still do it. We constantly support one another. Anyways, so my story is called Lake Talon, and it is basically the story of a girl named Caddy Fields, and she and her mother, they go through a tragic experience, and after this experience, Caddy is forced to go stay with her estranged grandparents, who she's never met. She's never met them, and she's basically she doesn't want to be there, and it's all about her. It's all about her coming to terms with tragedy and forgiveness, as well as learning how to accept people and let people in. And I like it. I like it, and I think it's a beautiful story about coming of age in such a hard time, to where it's so hard to trust people, and you've got to bring your walls down sometimes to make these great connections. There's so much I can say about it, but I am so against spoilers, and I'm so scared I'm gonna spoil it that I don't want to say anything. Oh, the story is just... I'm so connected to it, and when I was rereading it for edits, I would text Marie and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot how much I love these characters, and how much I ship things, and I ship people, and how much it's just... I don't know. I feel like every time I read it with new eyes, and I fall in love with it again and again and again. It's, yeah. I actually am. I want to publish. I do. It's something that might happen through someone. I don't know if I'm that good of a writer, or I might have to self-publish. I don't know. And if it is the self-publish route, it might be a while, because that stuff is expensive. I would love to publish one day, and I am working on other stories. This is definitely not something that I'm just going to stop doing, but I don't know. I want to publish because I don't want stories to just be laying around. I don't want to have this story that I care so much about and that no one gets to see. Until the next video, bye. Camera's about to die. Bye.